Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams, two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion, as we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a squad from the MAC, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Uses the spin move. He's loose. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Syracuse. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, that's how you start a national championship game, with a touchdown on the very first play.
Try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Orangemen. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot. And is intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack from the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
This defense is hanging tough. Can they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal? Or it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
Kick is good. It gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. will pressure him and sack him. Will be tackled inside the 10.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Play action fake. Looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. But what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, for Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looks right for a quick completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Second down, looking to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Ball handed off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Syracuse. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff to the single back. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Holding penalty be a drive killer. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play, and they keep it going. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. The Spartans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And looking to throw now on first down. And the completion made. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Short loss in the play sets up second and long from the 18. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Send the back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught, completion. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Fair catch made at the 35. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And we're all tied up now. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. He's past the marker and still going. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets in.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses.
Touchdown, Sparty. He'll take the lead in the second half. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. The defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now it's second down here. And here's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll drop back here on third down. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The Spartans are in the red zone. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Spartans. Strong game by this quarterback. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against the secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Out past the 30, the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan State. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Spins away from defenders. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Pulls it in. It's lost. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion makes it second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. And then first down, right back to the running game. Breaking free at the 35. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Orangeman. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out. Doing it.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. And the single back takes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense. And this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. And the quarterback dropping back. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
Going after, knocked right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He steps out of bounds at the 24, not quite getting back to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
That is a big play, finally brought down at the 44.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter
completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here's the second down play. Same tailback, another carry. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Spartans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Well, that was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The offense will spend the timeout with 27 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Trying to extend the play. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Staffs a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Syracuse lines up quickly. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And that one is over everyone's head, beyond the end zone and incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw over the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.